everybody, I'm Laura Harris-Smith. Welcome to today's Daily Pin Code. We've been talking about the word charge. Specifically, most of your responses have been about recharging. I guess it's appropriate I'm sitting in front of a picture of my family because family is one of the major ways that I recharge. I hope it's one of the major ways that you recharge, and if you don't have family close by, of course the family of God often feels more like family than blood family. But definitely use family as a means to recharge. Well, we are going to put a little bit different twist on it today because I've gotten a lot of responses, and I'm going to just jump right to reading them, and I'll give you a hint and tell you that I'm wearing red in honor of them. Okay, let's get right to your responses. Well, when I think of charge, the first thing that pops in my head is da-da-da-da-da-da, charge! Think trumpet here. Think he may mean for us to get off our posteriors and go. Whether it is our faith or our actions, we need to take charge, recharge, charge ahead, and lead the charge. Sometimes I get very comfy on my couch, and then he sends me a message. Thank you for your pin codes. He is definitely working on me through you. That is from Susan. Okay, I agree with you. One of the definitions that started coming in really immediately, but I wanted to wait on it, was to charge forth. I think Julie said on here that she felt like definitely it was the same thing. To charge means to run forth. So I agree with you, Julie. A lot of people do. This is, I don't know who this is from. Make sure when you send something in that you sign your name to it. And make sure that even if you send it to me on Facebook, send your responses with your name at the bottom. Always sign your name because I do a quick copy and paste and sometimes miss who you are. Okay, Laura, I can tell you that I loved that video, and it was exactly what I needed to hear. You asked about the word charge, and I have to tell you that so many things kept popping into my mind that I actually had to begin the video again so I could hear you. One of the things that came to mind when you said the word charge was taking direction. Regardless of how you use the word, it is normally associated with some type of directive. If you charge ahead, you are plotting a course for the future. If you take charge, you are creating an overview. If you are charged, you are given a sentence which directs the days ahead. As I was listening to you, I really began to think about how that is exactly what we are doing when we are charged in our walk with God. We are being given directions. I suppose that depending on the season, God has us in the directions changed. But the fact is that He is always there guiding us. And thank you for the codes. They are wonderful. Well, of course, I agree with you there. She listed several different definitions of the word charge, but definitely she's talking about the word being a directive. Okay, it's not passive, it's active. In the past, we talked about recharge. Maybe that's passive. This type of charge is active. It is definitely a directive. Okay, another response, don't know who it's from. When I first heard the word charge, I thought about going into battle, going forward. Then as I watched more of the pin code, I thought about the word connect. One lady here says, thank you. I was thinking about a bull at first when you said charge. I actually had a friend who told me, you need to get the movie Arsenic and Old Lace. There's a guy in it who keeps saying charge. Well, I tried to do that, but because of copyright issues, I could not download it and put a clip in here. I think of Braveheart. I think of so many movies, images that I have in my head of people charging forth in battle. And that is how we need to live our everyday Christian life of faith. What do you do when you are presented with something impossible? What do you do when your boss comes in and says, you know, if you can get this done by Friday, you'll get a raise? Or, I've got a promotion in mind for you, but it's going to require an awful lot of work. What do you do if your child has something that they need your help with and it seems impossible, even if it's just praying them back to the Lord? What do you do if your spouse, they need some help, or you together are facing a financial battle and it seems impossible? It's a battle. Life is a battle. And you have to ask yourself, what do I do when I'm presented with those opportunities? Do I charge ahead or do I retreat? Jeremiah 46:9 says, charge, you horses and chariots, attack. And somebody's out there saying, and you can't charge unless you've recharged. To which I say, amen, thank you for paying attention. Numbers 31:6 says that Moses sent them out 1,000 men from each tribe, and Phinehas, son of Eleazar, the priest, led them into battle. They carried along the holy objects of the sanctuary and the trumpets for sounding the charge. Okay, so that's along the same lines. Job 39:21 talks about the locust, how we can actually learn from the locust. It says it paws the earth and rejoices in its strength when it charges out to battle. Okay, if locusts charge, surely we are supposed to charge. The only thing that would keep you from charging ahead at an opportunity would be fear. And fear is not pleasing to God. In fact, Hebrews 11:6 says, and don't write in and complain to me, I didn't say it, God did. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. So you can work, you can plan, you can save, you can tithe, you can serve, you can do all of those things, and yet if when given an opportunity you're crippled with fear and you choose to retreat instead of charge, that is sin. Another one that'll hit you right between the eyes and knock you off your comfy couch is Romans 14:23. It says at the end, whatever is not of faith is sin. Okay, I want to pray for you today that every single thing that you are supposed to charge forth and do, I pray that it would nag at you, bother you, whisper to you, scream at you, that it would not leave you alone until you are obedient to God in it and you charge forth. I pray that you would cast off all fear. I pray that perfect love would cast it out. I pray that you would be able to lay down every doubt, every ounce of unbelief in you, and that you would not be crippled by apprehension, or that you would, not be made lame by fear. I pray above all things that you would be strengthened in your faith and that you would be able to live a life that is pleasing to God because you are utterly dependent on Him to get to the next step of your life. All right, I'm Laura Harris Smith. I pray that you've enjoyed today's daily pin code, even if it's hurt a little bit. And I pray that you will remember 1 Corinthians 14:31 and 39, for we can all prophesy in turn, so that all may be instructed and encouraged. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, be eager to prophesy.